In this video, we'll look at the eSchoolPLUS gradebook setup. Basically, we want to make sure that everything is set up properly so that when you go to sync Schoology to eSchoolPLUS, it will work correctly. Before you stop the video and think you know everything there is to know about eSchoolPLUS, I'm going to ask you to please watch this to make sure you're not doing some of the things that some teachers do that will not work well with Schoology. Some of these things seem intuitive, but you need to have this information since this is a new system we're bringing in here, and the two systems work a certain way together. So I'm here and I have a course, and I'm going to go set up my gradebook. And it's important that you go to check this out anyway, even if you've set it up to inspect your settings. So you would go to Gradebook, Setup, and then most people start with the categories, and this is where I'm going to focus. So this is actually already set up, but I'm going to go through the process to show you a little pitfall. So you would go to Add Categories, when you add your categories, and you do have the ability to drop the lowest grade in that category in Schoology as well. So you can use that column, that's fine. But here where it says marking period, it is intuitive for you to think that you're going to check these. You're not going to check them, okay? It will actually result in 2 book report categories if you do that. And Schoology will get confused. Which one am I supposed to use? You only need 1 category listed here. If you have more than 1, it's going to confuse Schoology. So leave it unchecked. I'm actually going to check it just so you can see what happens, but this you do not want to do. This, exclude missing. So teachers kind of have philosophies sometimes. They just don't want the student to be penalized and it be counted as a 0. Some teachers like it that anything that's missing from the gradebook counts as a 0, so the student knows that if they don't hand it in, they're not going to get as good grade. But unfortunately, Schoology doesn't like that. So I'm going to show you in another video how to address that. And basically, you would mark it as missing in Schoology. That's what you would do. And it will bring the 0 over. So you're going to use this setting only if you're going to be syncing. Okay, and then I'm going to save, and I'm going to show you how it creates 2. Okay, see, it made default and then it made the second one. You do not want that. So what you need to do is get rid of any of them that do not say default by going to the trash can and deleting it. They should all say default. If you are into using different categories depending on the marking period, talk to me about it, because I'm suspecting that will not work, but we need to try it out. So I don't want to promote that use until we try that out. Okay, I'm going to actually get rid of the book report because this was not a part of the setup for this teacher. Something else you want to check, calculate average using total points. You know how you do it. It's either going to be weighted. So if you do not have that, you will have the weight area that you're going to be assigning to each category, adding up to 100%. Okay, so yes, you can weight, you can use total points. You use round or truncate for the calculation method. And then you also need to set your default scale. For the most part, you're going to be using regular courses. If it's a citizenship or a related arts course, you're going to change it to that. But for the most part, we're all using this regular courses. It may be blank here, and that is regular courses, but it's just a good idea to select it here. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's how you set up your gradebook. Take note of all of these settings, and then go on to the next video.